What's going on, everybody? So today is Monday, June the 21st, and today is an exciting day. It's also, I'm nervous. We're doing our soft opening for the retail space, and some of you are probably like, what is a soft opening? I'll tell you here shortly. Hi there, my name is Joe.
And I'm Jessica.
We are homeschooling, natural living entrepreneurs.
This is a story of how we balance it all for the freedom to live our lives devoted to our family and faith.
Thanks for stopping by, subscribe, and come on in. So like a soft opening, it's kind of like a non-official opening. Like you have like your grand opening where you advertise to the public, you do all those things. But a soft opening is kind of like you only let select few people come in, people that you know, or like you invite people from the community. It's one thing that we used to do when I worked in restaurants and when I was opening up Chili's, that we would go out, we would invite people to come in to kind of get acclimated to being open without having a full-blown visit by the whole public. And I think for us, we wanted to kind of get an idea of what to expect, but also kind of just work out the kinks, kind of figure out what our rules are going to be, those types of things, get some hours set, all that. So we got a couple weeks that we're going to be doing, kind of getting familiar with all that stuff before we start advertising to the public. And we may not even, depending on how it goes, we might even have to advertise to the public, just because we don't want a whole lot of business. I mean, granted, you want business, but our space is limited in size. So like we can't have a bunch of people coming in here shopping just because we don't have the space inside physically, nor do we have the space outside, which is okay because we did not want to have a humongous retail space right now. Like maybe one day, as the kids get a little bit older, but for right now, like we are comfortable with the size of the space. We just needed a place to be able to sell a lot of the items that's not profitable for us to sell online. So we've got that coming today, but also we've got a busy day of shipping. Over 100 orders going out today, 121 items sold over the weekend, which is super excited. I know a lot of people, especially resellers in these different reselling groups, they always complain about sales during this time of year. And every year, they do nothing to fix the problem next year. So it's called the summer slowdown, where a lot of people who go thrifting, they do those types of ways to source their goods. They experience drop in sales during this time of year. But you can buy things that people buy. You can buy things to sell that people buy all year round. So that's what we do. And it worked. So it's like almost 12 o'clock, and I just got done shipping. I didn't just get done, but I got done shipping maybe an hour ago. There's ended up being like 130 orders because we had sold some this morning. So it was a lot of orders. I was very thankful for a lot of orders, but I'm not used to shipping that many at one time. But we've got this wicked storm coming through. It's like bringing a cold front in. I think it's a part of the tropical storm that came up through the Gulf the last couple of days. It's coming through Arkansas now. And it's kind of cool. I mean, you can see the beginning of it right there, and then going that way. It's just so cool. I don't even think the coloration in this lens doesn't even do it justice, because these are like dark gray clouds. So we just got done filming an unboxing. The unboxing will have already came out by the time this video comes out. But oh my gosh. Crazy unboxing. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll put a link down in the description. But it was the most profitable. I mean, I don't know if it's the most profitable pallet that we've ever gotten, because when we used to buy by the truckload, we didn't do unboxing videos. We didn't keep track of individual pallets. I just listed it all. So who knows if it's actually the most profitable pallet that we've ever had. But since we've been doing unboxing videos, it is the most profitable pallet that we've ever had. And the great thing about it is, the most amazing thing is that there's two items that we needed, that we wanted, but we didn't want to spend the money on because we're growing. We're trying to reinvest as much into the business right now. So we're not trying to buy a bunch of personal stuff. But we've got a iRobot, the iRoomba, the i7, the Roomba iRobot i7 Plus.
So here's the story about this robot. So we don't have a lot of needs. We're not a high maintenance family, really. You know, we don't have a dream car or a dream house or anything like that. We're just happy to be together. So with Joe and I, a lot of our dream and our want items are things that are efficient to help our business grow or to help, you know, us be able to spend more time with our kids, things like that. So we have things like a dream vacuum or dream computers that work faster so we can edit faster so that we can spend more time with our family. And this is actually our dream vacuum, but we can never constitute the cost for it, you know, because we are investing so much into our business. And so it's like, you know, we could buy maybe like 150 robot vacuum, you know, or something like that, and that would be great, and that would be fine, and we would be totally happy with that. Nothing, we don't have you know, with all of the needs in the world, like there are certain things that are just like not necessary. So an $800 vacuum is really not something that was ever really on our list. It was just something that we looked at and were like, oh, that'd be nice to have, you know?
Yeah.
Think about all the cleaning that we don't have to do.
I could never probably pull the trigger on buying, like going to the store
and buying that,
getting my debit card and paying $800 for a vacuum cleaner.
But, you know, some of these things we are trying to buy higher quality stuff because, you know, our lifestyle's a little bit different. You know, we don't have to sweep once a day. We have to sweep 3 times a day. We homeschool. Our kids are young and they're messy when they eat. And we're working in the house. So there's a lot of things that happen. We get very, very dirty and we have to be very, very disciplined. And honestly, we don't really have the discipline for it yet. Like, we're working on it. We're doing the best that we can, but sometimes the house gets out of hand. I think all of us are like that at some point or another. You know, so if this robot vacuum had come out and there was nothing else on the box, like, we would have sold this vacuum. We would have admired it and been like, man, that would have been really nice to have. And we would have sold it for the good of the business that feeds our family. But the other stuff that came out in this unboxing paid for, like, the pallet.
We actually kept 2 items from this pallet.
Paid for the pallet, paid for the business expenses that are needed for this pallet. And then we both got really something that we really needed.
And we're still going to double our money on the pallet.
Yeah. So I'm okay now, but I've cried a couple of times, and I'm trying really hard because we still actually have to finish filming the unboxing, and I'm really trying hard not to cry because I'm just so honored that there would be like a gift like this. And this is not the first. I mean, like, I've never been blessed so much in this year. My phone broke and a viewer sent me a phone that allowed me to continue running the business from my phone, and I cried about that. And now I've got my dream vacuum, and I've cried about that. So it's been, I don't know, it's been really cool.
So I caught myself in a dilemma today. And I saved myself some time temporarily. My mind has a way of fixating on certain levels of efficiency, and like, my mind just will not let it go until we fix the thing that is inefficient. So what I'm talking about is these shelves here that I wish I would have taken a little bit more time when setting out, when putting up these shelves and actually looking schematically at the layout and the dimensions of everything and figuring out exactly what is the best way to put these shelves. So in the current situation, the current setup, the current way that it is, we can fit 48 of the 4-foot shelves in the same space that we have now. But if I was to do one middle aisle and then have all of the other aisles split off on the sides, then we can actually get 53 shelves in the same space. And you may have heard me talking about it in the live video a few weeks ago. that I came to this realization, and I didn't want to explore it in my mind because I knew that if I did, then I would end up having to do it. So I've been preparing myself to do it because that's a lot more. That's 5 more shelves. That's 20 more square feet, 20 more feet times 5. That's like 100 more square feet of storage space, and that ends up being a lot when you start running out of space. The good thing is we are not running out of space right now, that I don't have to do this right now. So I have settled it in myself that I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm not gonna do it until we are out of space, because maybe we never actually run out of space here. So I didn't want to go through, spend all the time, the energy, the resources, getting the shelves moved around when it's not an absolutely must that we have to do. So once I settled it in my heart that that was the way it's going to be, now I'm working on getting my photo taking station set up for back here for all of the larger pallet goods items. So that's what I'm doing today, because we've got all the pallets from Wholesale Logistics unboxed. And now it's time we got 4 more pallets coming in tomorrow. I went ahead and tried out a different program from Market Street Liquidation. It's still Amazon pallets, but it's from a different warehouse. They are no longer ordering from this particular warehouse. It was like the Gaylords, which we had before. These are not Gaylords. They're like 5 to 6 foot tall. So we ended up getting like $3.99. We got 4 of them for $400 a piece. Then shipping right now is cheap. It's only $250 times 4, so around $80 a pallet to have it shipped, which is not bad. Actually cheaper than that, $60 a pallet. So all in $460 per pallet. So those are coming tomorrow. So I've got to get a lot of these items listed today to make space for the pallets coming in tomorrow. And I still have that tall pallet back there. We've got a baby gate pallet, and then we've got 2 more pallets over there from the garage that I never got listed from old pallets. That's not even including all of the pallets that are in the storage unit that are needing to get done. So it's time I get it done. No more messing with the shelves. I'm just gonna leave it as is and then start expanding all of the shelves this way, because we will need more shelves to put inventory for all the stuff that we have coming. So I'm working on this. I'm listing. As you can see, I got my photo station set up, and in our last unboxing video, it may not be the last by the time this comes out, but in a recent one we got the projector, and we said that we would do a follow-up in these vlogs about which model it is, and I found it, and I'm gonna have to tell Jessica. Jessica! What? Come here! It's crazy. It is crazy. All right, so projector.
Yeah.
I found the model.
Okay.
It's the UHD 38.
Is that the $1,200 one?
No, it's not.
That was the 30.
It's the $1,399 one.
What's the resale value on it?
There's none on Amazon. They're out. But they are on Best Buy, every website. They're listed for $1,399.
Bro.
All right, so on eBay, they're selling for over $1,000. It's crazy. And we put $700 on there because that was the lower end model.
You know, I wonder how long it's going to take for this to sell. Is it going to be a long tail item? I mean, because when I was looking it up, I did see a lot of solds.
Yeah.
So.
And on this model, there are none listed on eBay, but there have been 2 sold in the last 90 days. So they're selling on eBay.
We'll let you know when we sell
and,
it.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But that's where we're going to leave you today. We've had a couple customers today. You probably want to update on that. I think we've had 3 customers, maybe 4 customers today. Not a whole lot, which is okay. Like, we haven't advertised to the public. We sent out emails to our old customers, but we only had a certain amount of customers' emails. And then even with that, there was, you know, I think only 17% of the emails that we send are people that open the emails. So it's okay. Like, we're open these 2 weeks so that we can get the kinks worked out. We're already realizing that the way that we were going to price is not going to be really conducive to long-term operations. So we're going to change that up a little bit. I'll talk about that in another video. But I'm going to get this listed on eBay and Facebook Marketplace, see if we can't sell it locally and get some cash in hand. But no, man, it's so crazy. But I appreciate you guys so much, and stay tuned to find out more about this projector.